Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by my face, today I will be showing you how to create this khaki meets neon green makeup look. I wore this in my ASOS advent calendar unboxing and you guys went crazy in the comments. I have never gotten so many compliments under a video. Thank you very much, by the way. You loved the makeup look. I mean, I love the makeup look. Here's a tutorial for it. You didn't ask for it, but I'm sure you'll appreciate it. I hope you enjoy and just carry on watching to find out how to create this makeup look. Alright you guys, I genuinely think this makeup look might be cursed because it is the third time I'm trying to film it. I initially had this khaki neon makeup look idea for a very long time. I sat down to film it, I started doing it, and then it just kept going wrong, kept having to wipe my makeup off. I started again and then I wiped it off again, and then I was like, I'm not filming today. I did it off camera and it turned out so well. That's what you saw in my ASOS unboxing. I sat down today trying to film it and then it went wrong again. So last time I'm trying to film this. If it doesn't work, then maybe I'll just have to forget about it. But the first thing I'm going to do is take my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer and prime my lids. By the way, ignore how bushy my brows are and how much I need to pluck them. I'm trying to grow them out on purpose. I want like Jess Hunt, really fluffy bushy brows, and they are at this stage where I would pluck them, but I want to grow them out, you know. For my makeup today, I'm going to use the Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette. You could also use Madebymitchell Feet on the Ground palette. I tested out that palette recently. I'm excited. I don't know why, because it keeps going wrong, but maybe fourth time is the charm. Anyway, I'm going to start off by picking up Khaki, this dirty brownie green, on my brush, and I'm going to place it just slightly above my crease, and I need it all in there in my crease and just slightly above. After putting this in the crease, I'm just blending it out with whatever's left in my brush. I'm going to round out my makeup look like I did in the original one. You're welcome to wing it out if you'd like. I'm also going to take a clean brush and buff out the edges closer to the brow. Oh lovely, I've got a fly in here. But at this point it is a little bit too green, so it's not going to contrast as much with the neon. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of cocoa and go on top of this, but I mean like the tiniest bit of cocoa. I'm going to add just a little bit of khaki again. And now I'm ready to add a little bit of depth. To add that depth, I'm going to dip into Black Beach, the black, but you are welcome to try and build that depth with cocoa and khaki just by adding a little bit more. However, I do highly encourage you to try out the black. I have been obsessed with adding blacks into my makeups lately. Don't know why. And I'm going to start off on the outer portion and then sweep the remaining of the black into the crease and blend that up. This way it's not as scary and it's not gonna give me a big black blob. Okay, I'm taking the brush I was using for khaki and just blending that in. And even just a little bit more of cocoa. Last final sweep with the clean fluffy brush on the edges. and it's time to cut the crease. I am of course going to use a Q-tip and a little bit of makeup remover first, and then I'm going to reapply my concealer. Actually, before I do that, I was quite safe with the black, so I'm going to take this opportunity to take a little bit more Black Beach and sweep it in this area above the cut crease. I haven't made that crease dark enough. A little bit of khaki to blend it out. It is not a crime to go back in and do that. I do it quite often. I'm still a newbie when it comes to black, and I do like to play it safe sometimes, but that's gonna look a lot better. Alright, let's cut that again. Now the concealer. And for this portion, I actually highly recommend just tapping away the stickiness very gently. You actually want this stickiness because you want the neon to stick on and be as vibrant as it can be. Speaking of neon, let's pick up Key Lime, that neon green. Oh, it looks so good. And pack it on that lid. Sometimes there's nothing better than using your fingers in makeup. Even mattes benefit from applying it with a finger sometimes. Okay, and to blend it in, the first shade I'm going to take is Khaki, and I'm putting a little bit of Khaki on this edge right here. I'm gonna add a dash of cocoa on my brush. So I mixed a little bit of Khaki and a little bit of cocoa, and I'm putting that on that edge as well. And it is time, you've guessed it, Black Beach. I do remember adding just a tiny little bit of key lime on the edges of my makeup, but I am going to do that after I finish off my base and stuff. So I'm happy with this at the moment. I'm just going to do my other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, the other eye is done and it is time to move on to the base. I am going to do a different base than I did that day. I'm just going to use a foundation because I want a little bit more coverage today. So I'm going to use the Pure 4-in-1 Love You Selfie foundation, and I have the shade LN6. Because my everyday makeup routine has changed, I don't actually cream contour on daily basis anymore, so I'm looking forward to this part. I'm going to cream contour my face with the Fast Base foundation from Revolution, and it is the shade F14. I feel like myself right now. Okay, time to conceal the under eye, and I'm going to use the same concealer I used as my eyeshadow base, and it is the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. To set my makeup today, I'm using my favourite RCMA No Colour powder. If you don't remember, because I feel like I haven't done that in a while, I powder the centre of my face, but I leave the perimeters bare because I usually like to add powder contour on top of my cream contour anyway, so that kind of sets it. Today I'm going to use my Kat Von D KVD Vegan Beauty Shade and Light palette. I should probably get a new one because this is like 5 years old, but I've been back into this baby. And I'm going to further contour my face. Okay, and with this makeup I do feel like almost a neon peach blusher will look so good. So let's take the eyeshadow palette and let's make our own concoction. I'm of course going to use Coral because this is like my favourite shade in the palette, and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow on top of it. Gonna dust off a little bit of that eyeshadow on my hand, and that is what I'm using as my blusher today. That's what I wanted. Looks good. Love it. Hand on heart, cannot remember the last time I used highlighter, but today I'm going to blush my face. Haha. And to do that, I'm going to use my recent favourite. This is Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in just my type. I'm just going to clean my lips a little bit because they are crusty. I tried a new lip treatment and it's made my lips very, very dry. As always, before I finish off my eyes, I'm going to do my brows really quickly. And you know it, I'm taking my favourite, the Brow Styler from Revolution, and brushing that through my brows. And you know what, I think I might leave them like this. Just bushy brows. I like. Alright, and to finish off the eyes, the steps are very, very simple. I'm going to take some key lime, that neon green. I'm going to start off with that because I want to place it in the middle first and follow that through to the inner corner. Join almost the top and the bottom. Because my bottom lid is powdered, it doesn't want to stick as well, so I'm going to use a little bit of setting spray to help me out. Okay, time for the khaki, and I'm going to put that on the outer half first. I will need to just deepen it a little bit more, but khaki is the main theme of the outer corner, so that's going on there first. You know me, I like to make it really smoky, so I'm not afraid to drag it down. And to finish off the bottom lash line, I'm taking a dash of Black Beach to put that on the very outer corner, joining it with the upper lid and blending it into the khaki. I think this might came out even better than the first one. Love it. To finalise the look, I need a inner corner highlight, and to do that I'm going to take Vanilla, and yes, I am going to foil this shade to make it even more vibrant and blinding. Actually, that's not necessary. I kind of like the matte look. And I know I said I was going to add a little bit of key lime on the edges, but I like the contrast. I like the cool toned look of the outer corner with the almost warm toned inner portion. Just looks so good. All I need to do now is add a little bit of mascara and some falsies, and then it's time for the lips. And I created that almost monochromatic look with these two lipsticks. I took the Posh Spice liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star first because it's like a greyish, a very browny grey lipstick, but this grey was too grey. It kind of looks good with the look, but I kind of wanted to make an ombre, so I took No Offense, which is almost a neon green, the same on the eyes. I put that in the middle, only a little bit, and really blended that in. That's how I got that green hue on top of the grey. I love it. Alright you guys, so here it is. This is my khaki meets neon green makeup look that I wore in my ASOS advent calendar unboxing. You seem to have really liked it. I loved it myself, so I knew I had to recreate it. I had 4 attempts, something along those lines, but we finally got there, and I hope you like it. If you do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But for now, thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.